Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás, mi amor Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Nancy Drew, Labyrinth of Lies Collector's Edition. Hang on a second, my throat is phlegmy. Okay, let me tell you the difference between Collector's Edition and the regular game. Collector's Edition, the only way you can get it is to pre-order it when the game is publicly being announced, I should say. Once the game is publicly released, you can no longer get the Collector's Edition, and the only way you can find out if there's a Collector's Edition is if Nancy has a cell phone in the game. Everything on the Collector's Edition is on that cell phone. You get phone charms, minigames, and if you're lucky, random texts from a certain someone. And that certain someone is usually Ned Nickerson, Bess Marvin, George Vane, and or Frank Hardy or Joe Hardy. Yeah, it's a bit of a mismatch, but it's normally Ned Nickerson, who is her boyfriend and or romantic friend, as I like to call him, because basically that's what he is in the book series. I don't know why they slapstuck boyfriend for him in the game series. It would have been nicer that way. That way, longtime fans would be able to either ship Nancy with Ned or ship Nancy with someone else that they've liked throughout the game series, like Dave from Secret of the Shadow Ranch, or perhaps that's the only person I can think of. There's also that one guy from Message in the Haunted Mansion. I've already forgotten his name. Oddly enough, the guy who voices that college kid is the same guy who voices Ned Nickerson. Anywho, what I really like about Labyrinth of Lies is that it has this nice little update. This really nice menu screen that you see is parts of a new interface, a new updates that Her Interactive did to their game engine. And yeah, Her Interactive uses their own game engine, which I really like. Not a lot of gaming companies use their own engines. This is a big plus for them. Unfortunately, they did not stick to their own engine for Midnight in Salem. They changed to Unity. I think that's partly because they have a new CEO. I honestly don't know what's going on with the employment part of Her Interactive. Right now, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm just a fan of the game series. That discussion is for a different video. I'm not going to go into the detail on that. With the new updates, it came with 2 new features. The new features were in effect with game number 28, Ghosts of Thornton Hall, but the new interface, the new menu screen, or the new style of the menu screen, I should say, was in effect with game number 27, Deadly Device, if you didn't notice. As far as like the task lists, how things worked with the phone and all that, I think that stopped after game number 27, Deadly Device. Because with game number 28, and after that, we have now a fast combo feature, which I will show once we're in the game. And then there's the hint system, which is actually tied to the spoiler-free achievement. The hint system I actually will explain once we're in the game, and I gotta tell you, the hint system is actually one of my favorites. The awards room, I actually really like. They actually didn't put in the awards room, I think, until, I want to say Ghost of Thornton Hall, but I vaguely remember seeing this room in the bloopers for Deadly Device, so I'm not quite entirely certain. I'd have to look. Anywho, I love the creativity they do in the awards room. They get to do all kinds of crazy things with the trophies and whatnot. What is really cool with the special edition, collector's edition, is that it depends on which game it is, on what bonus features are in collector's edition. I know it was different with Shattered Medallion because it had like extra tablet entries and extra confessionals inside the medic tent. And so what's really cool with that, every collector's edition, there's a phone charm achievement of getting all the phone charms, which I actually do have all the locations now on my paper here with hints and my note-taking and all that for the game. I will point that out. But the other things that are involved with this game that are in the collector's edition are the concept art, which is the bonus art here. And then there's extra tablet entries on Grigor's tablet. I'm actually not sure which entries those are. I didn't realize there were extra entries on there. It does make sense considering some of them seem to have no reason to the plot. Of course, that's my opinion. And then there's a couple of things in the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to point that out once we're in the game because this is really cool. I'm hoping it's already available to check out. So yeah, these 2 are automatically locked at the start of the game. Like it says at the bottom, you have to complete the game to unlock them. You can't just watch the credits and say, I got the game done, can I check it out now? It doesn't work that way. You can't cheat the system. I've tried it with not just Nancy Drew, but with other games as well. It doesn't work. I think it worked with one specific game, but I can't remember which one it was, and I'm not even sure if I did that game on the channel yet. So anyway, there is 3 more things that I want to bring up. I know I'm already been talking quite a bit, but I do want to get these mentioned. 1, Her Interactive bases all their games off the Nancy Drew book series, and the book series started in 1930, which is super cool. That's 90 years now? Well, 89. Next year it'll be 90 years. This particular game is based off the Greek symbol mystery number 60 from the main series. When I say main series, I mean the OG, the original, when it started in 1930. Yeah, oddly enough, actually, you know what? I will go into detail on that in the outro. I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to spoil it. But I really recommend you check out the book, and I will explain how you can check that out at the end of the video. And point number 2, at the beginning of every single Nancy Drew game, you get the option of choosing something, and when you hit New Game, you get this option. You get 2 detective levels to choose from. You get Amateur Sleuth, which gives you regular puzzles, hints available, detailed task list, or the Master Sleuth, which gives more challenging puzzles, no hints, basic task list. Now, like I said, there was an update with the engine, with the hint system and fast combo feature. So before game number 28, basic task lists meant no task list whatsoever. There's just like one thing on there and it says, I'm a senior detective, I don't need a to-do list. You check that off and you're done for the rest of the game. And I haven't really played Master Sleuth for any of the latest games with this interface, but I do know that with Master Sleuth, you don't get to have any hints with your phone contacts, whether it be Bess Marvin, George Fane, any of the Hardy Boys, or Ned Nickerson. So that's a bummer. But with the update, with the new interface, you actually do get a task list. It's pure and simple, it's not as detailed, and there's no hint system on there. If you're confused as to why I said that, I will explain it once we're in the game. And I've been talking quite a bit, so let me get to the final points, and that is, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's a previous video as well as a playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will keep you updated with everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Labyrinth Flies Collector's Edition. And let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we? AD password, yes. Okay, so this will definitely help me show you an example of the fast convo feature. Let me actually show you the hint system, because I always forget to show the task list at the beginning of each video. So,
haven't done that.
Nope.
Check.
We have, yes, finally.
Did that. Still have to do that.
Wait, really?
Haven't done that. Check.
Oh, yeah, now I remember how to check that off. Okay.
Haven't done that. Haven't done that.
Got it. How to cross the river Acheron? Oh, that's right, because she told us about that in the messenger notes. Okay. Alright, so, actually I shouldn't have crossed those off, because they probably had some stuff on there for the hint system to show. Dang it, yeah. Okay, this is what it's basically like, how the hint system works, is it shows one basic hint. Sometimes it's generic, sometimes it's specific enough. If the hint doesn't make sense though, it's because you're either too far ahead in the game or too far behind. Go ahead and play the game as is with other tasks, and within time you should be able to understand what that hint means and you'll be able to complete that task. Or if you play the rest of the game without completing that specific task, doing those other tasks will probably help pop up a second hint. With that, it'll pop up with like the box that you saw with give me a hint. Or not give me a hint, I need a hint, and it'll have like a loading bar like when you install a video game. And it's actually a pretty neat system because you can do that with every hint that you have listed until the very end. There's one final box and it says I need a solution. It's a red box. Well, normally it's a red box, but it's red lettering. That's a fact. The reason why this is tied to the spoiler-free achievement is that once you click that red box, I need a solution, you can no longer get the spoiler-free achievement. So there's 2 ways of getting that achievement. 1, play Master Sleuth, or 2, play the Amateur Sleuth and either don't use the hint system, or you can use the hint system, just don't use the solution box hint. The solution box is your last resort. And I say that because I want you guys to achieve playing this game on your own without having to use that solution sheet. You can do this. I believe in you. Of course, I mean, you are coming to this video for help, which I understand. You always do need some help. And it looks like I have 3 phone charms. I wonder which one. I have the vulture, the lion head, and the helmet. Okay. So the helmet I got from the filing cabinet here. The lion I got from one of these seats. And the vulture I will show you in a second. We permission to access the database first. Yeah. How are we supposed to get permission? Get Niobe to hack the system? Okay, anyway. According to my list, it says that there is a phone charm on the second amphitheater step. Second step of the amphitheater. So I'm wondering if that's the second step from the top or the second step from the bottom. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. And our next one, that is if he's gone. Nope, he's there.
Do you like what you found in my bag?
Sorry if that was intrusive, but I'm here to keep tabs on the museum.
Oh, then let me help you. The museum is on the exterior of the bag. The interior of the bag is not the museum. Museum? Not museum.
I get the picture.
You've made your point.
See that I have.
Okay, did you see those yellow arrows? That is basically the fast combo feature. You click on that, you skip the dialogue of either what Nancy is saying or the person she's talking to is saying. It's actually a nice feature there because you have the option of skipping the story entirely if you want, or if it's just a lengthy conversation and you don't want to deal with a lengthy conversation, zoom on in through it. But you could just use it to skip the entire story if you want, and you just want to skip the gaming portion. That would have been nice for Secret of the Old Clock because I particularly love the mini golf in that game.
Why were you casting the role of Plutus?
I knew I hadn't made my point.
You made
I
your
don't
point.
recall
We're
Plutus
just
ever
curious.
being in the Persephone myth.
Xenia had a sequence in mind where Demeter petitions all the gods. But it was too boring, too expensive, and did I mention too boring?
Huh?
Why do you think Xenia keeps making your role bigger?
Would you stay out of my things?
Okay.
I have no idea, honestly.
Maybe she just likes keeping you busy.
I have to go.
I'm going back in your things. The kid's alright. The Nancy girl seems to know what she's doing. Might make use of that if things get too overwhelming. What do you mean by that? Exit through the gift shop. Doors need to be pushed back until after the final curtain. Melina was supposed to be taking care of this, but it might fall to me now that she's gone. We need to make sure we have proper crowd flow. We want the audience flowing into the museum, not out into the parking lot after the show. Yeah, good point. You name your kid Thanos, that's what you get. Xenia doubled my lines and cut Thanos' lines again. Why does she always want me to on stage and never him? What is going on? I'm beginning to doubt my role here. You're not supposed to doubt your role. You're supposed to be thankful for that, because that means she doesn't like how Thanos is delivering his lines. Ocupado. The people at the Stagecraft Company keep demanding time to come film the new stage setup. I'm pushing that to the second show, but they keep trying to push it back. I need to make it very clear to everyone that they will not show up with cameras. Regardless of their funding and the efforts to make the stage a reality, it's ours when we're using it. We need opening night to run smoothly, and there is no room for any outside interruption. Xenia is on the same page as me. Thanos might need to take point on this. Why do you need opening night to run smoothly? That's weird. Alright, so let's actually go down, BDB down. And, oh hey! Why didn't I note this before? This looks almost exactly like our menu screen. Very nice. And this is actually where we found our next phone charm. And this was the vulture. Give me your hand, Sharon. Yeah, boink. Nice gondola ride. Thank you, sir. Ooh, was that Cerberus? Cerberus? How do you pronounce it? Hi.
I need to block the dog from reaching the stars.
Ah. Fricky doodles. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Which way would the dog go? Oh yeah. That was actually not that hard. Okay, I remember having difficulty with this one. But it shouldn't be that hard because we need to block these two, this, these two, and this. So this first, right? Yeah, see, this is where it gets difficult. That's what I was supposed to do.
All right.
I can't believe how easy that was. I know most of you are going to be saying, how was that easy to you? But it's just how I think is not just like deducting of where he would go, but figuring out all the different ways of where he can actually attack. It's seeing things from the victim's perspective and not the attacker. But I know with other games like that Fox and Geese game in White Wolf of Icicle Creek, that one is pure madness. There's no method. Well, I mean, there is a little bit of method to it. There is a little bit of method to that. It definitely takes a long time to figure it out. It takes at least 3 or 4 gameplays of it to figure it out. Oh wait, hang on. Before we leave, let's observe. Just making sure that we've got everything on this side of the door. Okay. Alright. That looks really cool. And that looks Sharon and that looks like Sharon and his gondola. That's cool. Oh hey, there's another one. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I know. Oh, is that? Okay. Why do I have a feeling this is one of those times where it says where you're like, do not enter? I just want to make sure I'm finding everything. Oh, hey, found it. That was just, yeah, that was a scythe. So it looks like we just need one more. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2 more.
I need to figure out what this is for before I do anything.
Yeah. That looks like a complicated puzzle. Oh, hey, what's this over here? So you know what? I'm gonna go back up. Wait. Wait, really? I'm not gonna... Okay. I guess that's not the... Whoa! It actually let me open that. What's this?
And it's locked. I should carry more keys.
Real smooth. Oh, this is definitely a puzzle. Judge ye before me. There actually is a way to open this, but I can't remember what it is. So I'm gonna look into that. What's Ove?
I don't believe you're an actor.
What do you expect me to do?
Do I have to spell it out? If I don't believe you're an actor, the audience won't.
Then don't make me go on stage.
That's how this works. You have to be on stage or the whole thing falls apart.
Let me do the job you hired me to do.
Nancy!
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry you caught us arguing. Niobe, I know you're nervous, but you promised you'd perform. We're all counting on you to do your job.
Yikes. That definitely seemed suspicious though, didn't it? What's this?
I need to stack all the individual hand tiles on the center tile.
Obviously.
Oh, it's locked.
And I'm trapped in here. Roll smooth. What's over here? Actually, you know what? No. Sorry. I just saw the time. I gotta get going. We have a freaking room to explore. So, I'm gonna save it here. And let's get out of here. Save! Alrighty, dighty. Are you still curious as to why I said there is a way for you to check out the Greek symbol mystery number 60 from the main series? I'm sorry I'm saying that. It's just... I'm trying to say the Greek symbol mystery number 60 at least 5 or 3 times. Because I did research and it turns out there's at least 5 different book covers for the specific book. Which means the series has restarted that much for the book to be revised or retold. It's crazy how the company worked back then. The original company of Nancy Drew was Grosset and Dunlap. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. The publishing company for Nancy Drew now is Simon & Schuster, which is why you see Simon & Schuster in the special thanks list, in the credits list of the game. That's pretty cool. I honestly don't know if Simon & Schuster consults their games though. This is my opinion though, do not take my word for it. I wish I could go into detail of the book, but I think the quickest way I can explain the story of the Greek symbol mystery number 60 is that Nancy goes to Greece for a friend / neighbor, Mrs. Thompson, I think it was. She went to Greece to find Mrs. Thompson's cousin, and the cousin's inheritance both disappeared. And in the process, Nancy is accused of stealing this mask that originally came from a museum. And that's kind of the correlation to the book and the game. But in my opinion, I think that's about it, besides it being set in Greece. That's my opinion, though. Actually, no. That's not true. There's a couple of other things. But I'm not going to say what those are because it actually spoils the rest of the book. And I'm not going to do that. This is how I'm trying to get you to read the book here. And you can actually read the book yourselves on this website that I found. The entire business, the entire company of the whole website is Internet Archives. But the specific website you can go to is openlibrary.org. It's a specific part of their sites that you can go to go through all of their book database. It's like a library, and they have a ton of books, especially Nancy Drew. And they do have specifically Greek symbol mystery number 60, and you can actually borrow it. The only thing you can do to actually read the books is to create an account. You do not need to pay anything. It's free. You can actually borrow up to 5 books Each borrow lasts 2 weeks, 14 days. The thing is though, I've been freaking doing PR stuff like this for the past few months. I am not being sponsored here. I freaking love this website. It's that badass. I'm not being paid to say this. Anywho, I've been talking quite enough as it is, especially with praising this website. So I'm going to go ahead and bid you all adieu. I gotta be going because I got a birthday party to go to. Tomorrow is my birthday and I'm so freaking excited. I just wish my other sister was here to celebrate it with me. So, I love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. If not, I'm not doing my job. And I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nature Drew Labyrinth Flies Part 10. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button, make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That will notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as Sundays, and even Wednesdays, which are late videos, and vlogs, which rarely happen. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Oh, by the way, I have received email confirmation that my copy of Midnight Salem has been shipped. I probably should have gotten the digital download. It's just, I am super picky with what I hear. And I've heard so many bad things about the digital download, so